Hey guys, what's up? It's Danielle. So for today's video, I'm going to be doing something that I haven't done in years, and I'm going to be talking about skincare and what I like to use, what works for me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but Mochi is trying to get in. He just got up from a nap and he was kind of distracting me, so I just have him out there for right now while I film, which we'll see if that's a bad idea or not. But anyways, I want to throw a few disclaimers out there. What I use for my skincare is, I feel like, not similar to what other people my age use, and I'll talk about that in just a minute. The other thing is, some of these I do not normally have in my rotation just because they were gifts, or, you know, it just depends on the circumstances or how I'm feeling about my skin. So just kind of throwing that out there. So let me give you kind of a backstory on my skin first of all. So I've always had oily skin, but I never really broke out that badly. And I'm not really sure why, but I never really had that bad of acne growing up. Now, the exception is when I was 18, I actually had really bad cystic acne, and that was honestly because I was severely dehydrated because there was a diet pill that I was taking that was not approved by the FDA, and it's actually been banned since. But, you know, I didn't know that at the time. I also didn't know that that was severely drying out my skin and making me look like a chunk of trash walking around. So, you know, live and learn, I guess. So let me start with my actual routine. So routine is pretty basic, and my nighttime routine tends to be a little bit more involved than my morning routine, just because in the mornings I, have to be at work. So I generally get up at around 4, and from there it's like a marathon to get everything done and get out of my apartment by 5:20 so that I can be at work by 5:30. So I do not use these all the time. I actually do not purchase these, and I did not purchase these myself. My mom was actually the one who gave these to me for Christmas. They are retinol anti-aging cleansing towelettes, and I think she just got these from like TJ Maxx or Marshalls or something. I like them. They do their job. They take all of the crap off of your face. Like, can't really complain about that. But would I repurchase them? No, because I didn't even purchase them the first time, because I don't really believe in that kind of stuff, and you can't recycle things that are one-time use. So that's just personal preference. So what I normally use is actually good old Pond's cold cream. And if you don't know what this is, maybe you've never been, willingly hung out with old people, but growing up, my grandma would use this, and that was really the first time that I ever saw it. And then, as I got older, I was kind of just like, well, what if that's the answer? I could never get it to work though, and I could never understand why until about a year ago, when I would actually really work it into my skin. And that's the thing, is that I think with our society, because everything is so fast paced, it's very difficult for us to slow down and really focus on stuff, even when it comes to skincare. And obviously you want to take care of your skin because you want to age however you want to. Personally, I want to age gracefully, but I don't think that's happening, because at this point I'm already like 25 going on 82. So it is what it is, But with the cold cream, you really want to work it into your skin really, really well. I normally will rub it into my skin for like a good 5 minutes, which I must say is not completely necessary, but I do get better results from it. My skin is a lot like more hydrated from doing that. So I don't know. I recommend it. So then to take it off, I'll actually take a washcloth and run it under the hottest water possible. And it's not because I want to scald my face, but I feel like it takes off the oils from the ponds a little bit more easily. So I'll do that about 2 or 3 times without completely trying to irritate my face. And then from there, I will move on to probably the best thing that I've been able to find, which is this stuff. It's Fruit of the Earth Vitamin E Skincare Cream. This stuff is like legit gold to me because not only does it come in a 2-pack for like under $4 or something at Walmart, but it's very thick. And like it says in the name, it does have vitamin E. It also has mineral oil, which do not be afraid of mineral oil. It's not bad for you. It's very hydrating. You know, it actually keeps like the moisture inside your skin. Has collagen, elastin, some aloe juice. I don't know why it has, excuse me, wheat germ oil, but whatever. Some vitamin A. This actually has a little bit of coconut oil, some sunflower seed oil, and then just some other crap. So this stuff I definitely recommend. The only bad thing though is that because it is rather thick, when I use it in the summer, I tend to sweat a little bit more easily. So maybe, I don't know if that's just me, but it's a thing. So if you haven't tried it, I would definitely recommend this. And I just realized, I don't think that this says it's non-comedogenic, which if you don't know what that means, it means that it's not going to break you out. So it actually does not say that it's non-comedogenic, which I find really interesting because this does not break me out. So it's kind of cool. I'll take it, whatever. So after that, I will slather on good old Nivea. And I never really thought about putting this on my face before until a couple of years ago when one of my favorite makeup artists here on YouTube, Lisa Eldridge, had a video on how Marilyn Monroe used to do her makeup. And she mentioned her skincare and she said she would either use Vaseline or Nivea. Personally, I'm not a fan of putting straight up Vaseline on my skin, but Nivea is non-comedogenic, so I'm like, I'll give it a whirl. The only thing I will say about this is my skin is pretty dehydrated a lot of the times, so I can't just put that on my face. Kind of need to have something on there first, and then if I put that on top, it'll just lock everything in. So that's something else that I forgot to mention about my skin, is that although it is oily, it's incredibly dry very, very quickly because some of the medications that I take actually cause my body to like dry out really easily. That's why I drink copious amounts of water. It's not necessarily because I want to, it's literally because I have to. So the Nivea cream definitely helps with that. Now, if I get a breakout or something, I don't like to reach for, you know, like the pimple creams, Zinc creams, whatever creams you want to call them, or like the gels or whatever. I don't really believe in the whole salicylic acid, benzoyl peroxide junk anymore because I used to use it religiously when I was younger. And there is a point in time where when you use it a lot consistently, it will stop being as effective. And I've had that happen more than a couple of times. So, and it just dries your face out. Like there's no point other than that. So instead, I like to use a combination of sage oil and also tea tree oil. So these two are both really, really great. They're, you know, very antibacterial. I know everybody goes crazy for tea tree oil, but you really want to be careful with these because they are essential oils. Some people, I don't know why, cannot seem to wrap their minds around what essential oils and carrier oils are. These are essential oils, which means you only need 1 to 2 drops because otherwise it's going to dry your face out or you're going to have a severe allergic reaction. And carrier oils are ones like this. This is rosehip oil, and You can also use grapeseed oil, olive oil. I don't recommend it, but you can do coconut oil. Apricot seed oil is a good one. Avocado oil. I'm trying to think what else I've used. There's a lot. There's a lot. So this one in particular, I'm really liking. It does kind of have like an orangey tinge to it. And you can kind of see it like there. See like a yellowy orange tinge to it. So the nice thing is that if I put enough on, I can look tanner than I am. You know? I don't do that, but it's always an afterthought. So with that stuff, it's supposed to be not only really hydrating, but it's also supposed to help with, you know, wrinkles and acne, and it also helps with like acne scarring apparently. I don't know if I believe any of that, but it's moisturizing, so that's why I'm about that life. But anyways, little tip for you guys, if you really want something to sink into your skin, put something else on top of it. That's normally why they tell you to do serums first and then you do moisturizer after, is so that you can really get that serum soaking into your skin. So just a little heads up for you guys in case you were not aware. For eye cream, I only use one type of eye cream. There is a reason for this, and it's the StriVectin-SD Eye Cream with the 5% striadryl complex. That's what it looks like. And I just get this from like TJ Maxx or Marshall's, wherever I can find it at those two places, because it's like 20 bucks. And one little, 1.3 fluid ounce tube will last me over 6 months. So it does go a long way. I've tried other ones and I just don't like them as much as this one. Now the reason why I like this one so much is because, I don't know if you guys have ever realized this, but I tend to raise my eyebrows a lot. And I used to actually walk around with this eyebrow raised up to the heavens. So kind of made this eye a little bit more droopy. So I find myself going like this more towards the end of the day. And it's very irritating because it's like you can feel it. It's like, you know, you look weird. So this actually kind of helps that. And it kind of helps to like lock the skin in place. I know that sounds so weird, but I like it. It does the job because I'm very, very expressive with my face. So for me, it's definitely a win-win. Okay, moving on to other stuff. I am not a big fan of masks just because I feel like they take up so much time and I'm very impatient. I would rather just do my normal skincare routine and slap all the crap on my face and go, rather than sit around and just, you know, have a mask on for like 30 minutes. I can't do that anymore. I don't have the patience. But this one, I will say, if I absolutely need it, it is perfect. So this is from CVS and it's the Honeydew Chamomile Overnight Cream Facial Mask. This stuff is so good. And I think it's like $3 or $4, but just a little bit of this goes a long way. So you can use it overnight, you know, like it says on here. Or you can be like me and you can use it like just as a 10-minute mask. Because even in that time, I found that it really gives my face a lot of moisture. So if you struggle with, you know, keeping your face nice and hydrated, I would definitely recommend trying that. I do have some stuff that's meant for like actual wrinkles, but I don't use it because I'm lazy. So it's the StriVectin-SD, Intensive Concentrate for Stretch Marks and Wrinkles. And like I said, I have this, but I don't really use it because I'm a hobo. So at least I have it though, but you know, you can really only see results if you are continuously using this stuff. So the last thing that I have, which interestingly enough kind of balances everything else out, is just some sunscreen. And this is the Equate, so it's like the Walmart brand, Baby Zinc in the SPF 50 broad spectrum. And I only use SPF 50 right now because I'm trying to kill off this bottle. But I was only using SPF 50 because I was still living down south. And this stuff like takes forever to use up. Especially if you're only using it from your head down to your neck and, you know, like this area. So just throwing that out there. It is relatively cheap, but I like the baby one just because it has like less crap in it. And then you're supposed to use the zinc one for your face. Or I think you're just supposed to use the zinc one in general. So I like this because it does give me kind of a mattifying effect. I can't wear primers or anything like that because they will actually break me out. Even if they just say they're non-comedogenic, it's still going to break me out. So I've basically given up on primers. I do not wear them. I do not buy them. And basically every day I put on the vitamin E cream, then the Nivea, and then the sunscreen. And it gives me, like I said, kind of like a matte look. So then I'm able to like put my powder foundation on and I can walk around and, you know, not look like a complete and utter troll. So anyways, that is everything that I have for you guys. I may or may not do a video getting into oils, but I think I've given you guys like the basics. So anyways, these are just the things that I've come to know and love that have been working for me. Like I said, with a lot of this stuff, I'm basically 25 going on 82, especially with the Pond's, but hey, it works. So whatever. So anyways, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you found this interesting, or, you know, maybe if you've had some of the same problems, like you've gotten something out of this. If you have any questions, just let me know. You can find me on Instagram, Snapchat, or you can ask me on here down in the comments. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all, and I will talk to you all in my next video. Bye, guys.